Mm. I'm coming down, plant black cones. As you can see, I'm a reptilian human hybrid, and my reptilian's coming through, which makes it interesting to hear me. Okay, it's reality game time again, and I'm movie producer Bob Frizzell. Today's version, what's today's version? It reminds me of an old book. Uh, anyway, never mind. I keep getting falling apart. Okay, I do know those ones. I'm in my office, and my office has turned into my laundry room, and it's also a place where I dry my bath towels. And my desk is just covered with junk, and you know, I don't know. It's kind of messy. I'm terribly sorry, but the computer room doubles as laundry room, doubles as someone's makeup room, and generally collects old books. Um, I don't know where to go with today's note. I'll try going this way. Um, oh, that's even worse. I'm not getting anything. I'll go right to the back. Um, Okay, I just wanted to note something about people who are around 20 years old now. That generation of kids that are around 20 years old now, some of them seem to be, well, way larger than their parents. I don't know. I know it's not all the people who are in this age group, but some of them are significantly larger than their parents. And, I was talking to someone and they said, well, it's the hormones in the meat. But the thing is that these hormones have been in the meat for, back in their parents' generation. So I don't think it's the hormones in the meat. I'm going to give you an alternative, and it's going to be off the wall, and that is they're larger because humans are actually supposed to be larger in their divine blueprint. And because if you look back in Earth history, there was a story that in Scotland, Scottish young men were used in the British Army and in different clan wars. And the large ones were, I can't really figure this out, but the story is that the smaller ones were less likely to get killed in battle. I'm not really sure why. Maybe they're more just, I don't know. I can't figure it out. That was the sort of the story that the reason why, I don't know. They said that at one time there was very large people that came out of Scotland. And if you look today, there's a lot of very small people left that are Scottish. And that was one of the reasons they gave was just because of the use of Scottish men in wars. And was it selective? What's that in genetics when you call it? It's like survival of the fittest. And the small little ones survived, and the great big giant Scots didn't because maybe they were. Oh, well, I guess they were like, in the Bible, there was a story of David and Goliath. And Goliath was very large, and David was very small. And anyway, in that outcome, Goliath, the giant, was felled by I think it was a slingshot. I think David used a slingshot and took out Goliath. So I guess the moral of the story is with more and more weaponry. I mean, in hand-to-hand combat, Goliath would have beaten David, no problem, because he was just so much bigger. But with the advent of more and more advanced weaponry, the advantage of being a large person quickly falls away. And basically, I suppose David was smarter than Goliath. And I don't think you necessarily can say that just because he was small, he was smarter. You know, there could very well be large Goliath-like beings that are, you know, just as smart as David in the Bible. But in this particular altercation, it just shows that physical might is not necessarily going to be advantageous. There is a very interesting book that I have not read, but one of my friends highly recommended it to me many years ago. And it was basically, I'm going to try and see if I can find it, and I'll put it down in the tags underneath this video. But it was something about guns, gunpowder, and disease leading to evolution of the human species. I'll see if I can find the exact title and I'll put it in the tags. But that is basically the premise of that book, that all of these things have led to the evolution of human society in kind of bizarre ways. Thank you for watching. I'm Harry Weaver.